welcome back. A chilling look at the face of terror threatening new attacks on New York City. A self-proclaimed lone wolf jihadi posting this selfie in front of one of the city's busiest landmarks with this cryptic message, "We are in your home." And it's not just New York being targeted. And joining me now is former NYPD Commissioner Bernard Kerik. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we were just discussing when we hear authorities say no credible threats and nothing that we're hearing specifically, there's a difference.
Well, I would disagree. There's a credible threat by radical Islam against the United States. It's constant. It's perpetual. Whether it's these guys, whether it's the guys in Boston, Orlando, San Bernardino, or any of the other ones, that's a credible threat.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a selfie like that we're showing right now, I mean, that's pretty credible.
Exactly, but you don't have specifics. We don't have a specific targeted place or thing, but the threats are pretty credible. They say we're coming. This is what we intend to do. And then we see an event like the, mowing down people on the West Side Highway, and everybody stands around and says, "Oh, I'm stunned. I can't believe it."
And that's what struck me when this news came out yesterday about this selfie, because a couple weeks or a week or so before the attack here in New York City on the West Side Highway with the van, there was a selfie as well that was posted.
Right. And you know what? This is the new norm. This is the world we live in. We have to, this guy says we're here, we're in your, we're in your communities. Okay, we have to admit that. We have to agree with that, and we have to be looking for them. And we've come a long way since September 11th of 2001 in collecting intelligence
and sharing information,
between local, state, and federal authorities. But the one thing we're not doing is we're not criminally and predictively profiling, looking for these guys.
So you think we need to start profiling?
Absolutely, absolutely. Nobody can tell me that this guy doesn't have associates that he hangs with in the mosques, in the places that these guys hang out in New York City, Brooklyn, and other places. Not to mention the websites. They get inspired online. They visit these inspirational websites online where they learn how to do these attacks, how they learn how to put bombs together.
And related to that, I've heard people say they don't like the term lone wolf anymore because they're not lone wolves. They may be doing the attacks by themselves, but they're getting inspired by other people.
You can call them whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's focused on ISIS. Forget ISIS. Whether it's ISIS or Al-Qaeda or Boko Haram or Hamas or Hezbollah, it's radical Islamic fundamentalism at its peak that despises the United States, and they're going to do everything in their power to attack us.
We have to wrap up, though, but specifically by profiling, you mean?
I mean targeting, criminal profiling, going after the people that we think are involved. And if that means go into the mosques, conduct surveillance around mosques, go on to these ISIS websites and profile those websites, collect that data on a real-time basis to see who's in there, who's getting into the websites, who's collecting data. That's what we should be doing.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope someone is watching and listening to you this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And certainly hope nothing happens. Thanks.
Me too.